Hi friends, today I will be giving you an easy step-by-step tutorial of how to play Someone You Loved by Capaldi. I will be showing you the two things that this song does to take a very basic chord progression and turn it into a beautiful song. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Josh and I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. I guess it doesn't really have to be a Tuesday for you to be watching. Or whatever day of the week you might be watching on. I make piano tutorials, piano covers, and I even just started a series on how to play piano for beginners. If you have not seen that yet, be sure to check it out. Okay, let's learn the song. Oh, yes. Let's get started with a sneak peek of what we're going to learn today. Alright, this song is not too difficult. It might take a little time to get used to moving between the chords, but for the most part, it's repeated exactly the same for the whole song, except for the bridge, which is just a little bit different. But let's get into it, starting with the intro. So, in this song, we are in the key of D flat. So this is just a 1-5-6-4 chord progression, which you'll see is very popular in pop music. However, just playing these chords by themselves, which are D flat, A flat, B flat minor, and G flat, it just sounds a little boring. And so let's talk about what they do in the song to make it sound a lot more interesting. The first thing that I think really adds a ton of interest to this song, and what really makes it sound beautiful in my opinion, is the open chord voicing. So what does that mean? Well, let's take our first chord, our D flat chord, which is a D flat, F, and A flat. Now playing a chord like this, it sounds fine, but all these notes are right next to each other. That's the most basic way we can play this chord. That's called closed chord voicing. To make it more interesting, we can play these same three notes, but at different places on the keyboard. That's called open chord voicing. So instead of playing this F here, let's try moving the F up here. So now we have D flat, A flat, and F. And you can already tell this sounds so much more beautiful than just our standard closed chord. So now let's try that with all four chords. Our first chord is going to be a D flat chord, which is D flat, A flat, and then the F up here. Then we're going to move down to our A flat chord. Again, our normal A flat chord is an A flat, C, and E flat, but we're going to move this C up an octave, so we're going to have A flat, E flat, and C. We're going to do the same thing for the B flat minor chord, B flat, F, and then the D flat up here. And then for the G flat chord, G flat, D flat, and B flat. So let's play all four of those chords together just one at a time, and we'll see how they sound. Starting with D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Already, you can see how much better that sounds than just playing these ordinary chords. And that's what open chord voicing can do for you. The other thing that this song does to make its chords more interesting is to break them up. Instead of playing simple block chords where all three notes are going to be played at the same time, they break it up. So in the right hand we have our A flat and our F. We're going to break this up by playing F, A flat, F, A flat, F, A flat, F, A flat. And in the left hand we're just going to play our single D flat on the downbeat. So together it's going to sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Sped up to the actual speed of the song, it will sound 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... We just repeat this exact same pattern for all four chords now. Let's move on to our A flat chord. A flat, E flat, and C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Our B flat minor chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then finally our G flat chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Lastly, you'll notice in the intro and throughout the song, you'll notice that when we do this G flat chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and on the 4, instead of playing the same B flat, they actually move down to the A flat, just to add a little bit of movement because we're moving back to this chord. And you'll see that when we move from our B flat to our A flat, the A flat is already in our D flat chord. It is one of the notes here. So it's kind of like leading us into that chord. So it might sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, instead of just playing this B flat all 4 times. Let's play that intro all the way through one time. Great. So the same thing that we played for the intro is actually basically the entire song. You'll notice that immediately after the intro we move on to the verse, and you'll notice for the verse we play the exact same thing but just down 1 octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. So take some time practicing that. Since we're using these broken chords, we need to quickly move from here to our next chord. So that's going to be the trickiest part. That's going to take some practice. But with a little practice, you'll get it in no time. So you'll notice that once we reach the chorus, we're actually going to play the exact same right hand. But in the bass, we're going to play, instead of just single notes, we'll play octaves. This gives the chorus a lot more power and really differentiates it from the verse, since this song sounds pretty similar and really there is hardly any instrumentation in this entire song. So let's play the chorus one time. Just like that, and repeating, of course. Finally, there's just some parts in this song where instead of using the broken chords, they play the full chords as block chords. You'll notice this in the last chorus. So just be on the lookout for that. By listening to the song, you should be able to pick that up pretty quickly. It's just the exact same notes, but just played all simultaneously. All right, we're almost done. So the bridge, we finally introduce a new chord, and that's going to be the E flat minor chord. Once again, we're going to play exactly the same. Take our E flat, G flat, B flat chord, but then we take this G flat and we move it up an octave. So the chords in this section are just our E flat minor chord, our B flat minor chord, and then A flat. And then we transition back to the start of that bridge by just playing that B flat minor chord again. We're going to play the exact same pattern that we've been using throughout the whole entire song for this section as well. So let's play that one time. And that's the bridge. Not too bad, is it? All right, you now know how to play all the different sections of Someone You Loved by Lewis Capaldi. I'm going to play through a couple of these sections again real quick, just so you can hear it all one last time. and skipping to the bridge. And there you have it. Alright, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more tutorials like this, be sure to subscribe, and if there's a certain song that you want to see a tutorial for, leave that down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and have a great rest of your Tuesday, or whatever day. Have a great day.